Are you ready to rank some stuff?
I am. Just about, yeah.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Experimenters. It's your boy LambChop here, back with another tier list because I'm becoming a tier list channel because tier lists are fun. And you can see I've got headphones on, and I've got headphones on for one reason. I've got a guest joining me, and that is Pantando. How's it going, Pan?
Hello, everyone. It's good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Are you ready to rank the
I'm
Minecraft structures?
I'm very ready. Yeah.
So I feel like we should just get straight into it. There's no rant today like last episode or last video. And we're going to do with the bastions to start off with. Because there's 4 of them and they're all different. For me, they're all the same. So, treasure room. That's got to be an A.
I think they're like bees. I'm not a huge fan of them.
Okay. What about the bridge? The bridge one is that one there.
Bridge, I'd keep as a B as well. And the other two I'd keep as C's.
Well, we've got
I
the
think
housing and the hogging. I would agree with the hoggling going to C, but a D for the housing.
Oh yeah, the housing is worse. By
Housing
far the worst.
it is the worst. C for the hoggling stables because you get a lot of blackstone there, and the loot is that where the other 2 are.
I'm just not a big fan of them. I like what they've added to the game. I think they were a good addition. I just think sometimes you run wandering around in the Nether, especially later game when you're flying around, and you just find these huge black buildings that just sort of.
I feel like with any of the structures in Minecraft, like early game, they're quite kind of fun, but like when you've been like Xcraft, we've had that over a year, season 2. Once you bump into it, you're like, oh, I've seen that. You only go there if you want to get a certain thing. Talking of Nether, let's stay with the Nether, and we will do the fortress. I want to hear your thoughts because mine kind of might be controversial.
I'm gonna go with either C or D.
Okay, we're on the same level. So with me, again, you only go there for 2 reasons: Blaze and Netherwart. Once you've got the Netherwart, you only need to go there for Blaze. And
Where the skeleton farms work though.
True.
But they're an absolute pain to set up. I've set up 2 now.
Oh, okay. Actually, I didn't
I've
forget that.
hated it each time.
Now, as a structure,
As a structure,
it's horrible to look at as well. Like it just,
yeah,
it can be a maze, and it's kind of annoying.
it needs a bit of a revamp. Really.
We've got the 2 Nether portals. So we've got the one that's in the overworld and one that's in the Nether. I'm putting both together. I don't see any value on both sides.
No.
But I am going to say they are a B.
B?
Yes, early game, really helpful. To be fair, even later game, like it's still cool to see them. Like there's so many different varieties of them.
Yeah, that's true.
And it adds a bit more of the lore to Minecraft as well. So it isn't just the overworld and the Nether. It's both together.
Yeah, I can see that. Let's get rid of these ocean stuff. We've gone fire, let's go ocean.
Okay, so we'll start with the ruins. So we've got the wanna say
I like them.
A.
I like them.
I wanna say A.
A. Yeah.
Because and loot in it is pretty decent for it.
Normally I hate the loot in them. I just like how they look. Like the fact that there's ruined villages underneath that the drowned live in.
Again, it goes back to what I said about the Nether portals. It adds lore to Minecraft.
Yeah.
Which, for me, 1.20 is very much a lore. And then we've got the this one, which... What is it you said it was again?
I think we found out it was like warm ocean.
What I'm going to say is, just because we both haven't heard of it...
B?
F.
I'd have gone B, though, because it... Oh, yeah, actually, no, yeah.
We had to search it up to find out what it was.
Yeah,
to
but then
me...
you don't really go into warm oceans that much. Like, the only reason I'm in a warm ocean is to get a little bit of coral or pufferfish.
Yeah, true. But again, it's still an F. And then we've got the ice spikes. Or just the whole icebergs and all that.
Icebergs.
I'm going to say C, middle, because I'm not too fussed about it, but it's a good way of getting blue ice.
Oh, are they the icebergs?
Yeah, icebergs, yeah.
Ah, yeah, I agree. C.
And then we've got the final... Oh, no, we're not the final one, but like the main ocean. For me, it's either A or S.
Yeah, I'm kind of up there with that.
The only reason I would say I wouldn't put it on S is actually no, I've got no reason. I really like the Ocean Monument. Like, okay, the loot in it
Yeah,
isn't the greatest. You go there for the sponges, but it adds lore. It
you've
looks
got
nice,
sponges,
and you can make a
gold, sea
farm.
lions, farm. Yep,
S tier.
S.
The
I think as
shipwrecks.
as a structure as well, if you think about it, it's quite well designed. Like it's very maze-like. Each one spawns slightly differently.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's got loads of elements that like
You've got the
they
boss
they
fights
they
to
all like
them.
tier up, together.
Yeah,
It like chicks all your list of a good structure in Minecraft. Final one, and probably the most common one found, is the ocean, the ships.
ships. Yeah, I really like them.
I'm gonna say A.
Yeah, they
It's
can be flipped.
oh,
They can be
it's close to C.
more destroyed.
It's close to S tier, just because there's so many variety of them.
Yeah, I think well, one of the very few naturally generated structures that are well designed. Like there's shape to it.
It doesn't tick one list actually. It doesn't tick farms. You can't make a farm out of this structure, so that
No,
puts it down to A. Talking of ships, let's go to the end,
the end.
and we'll start
End
with it.
ship.
We'll start with the end ship.
I don't like the materials used in it because I really hate the end blocks. But
So
as a ship, as a floating ship, I think it's fantastic.
you're saying A.
Think
I
it
am gonna go.
Yeah,
I want to say
maybe B
I
actually.
want to say B.
Yeah,
But this is gonna bring me into a little rant. So it's not really a rant. A lot of Minecraft players agree with this. If you do agree with this, let me know in the comments. We need an end update. We seriously need an end update. The end is the worst biome, the worst dimension. Period. Do you?
yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah, yeah. I think we need biomes. We need some
Ju-
other structures in there.
Just like the Never update, we need an end update. It's got to be one of
Yeah.
the next big ones they've got to do. Surely.
I think if anything, it'd be kind of interesting if they added sort of like bridges between the islands. Not every single island, but occasionally finding like a big bridge that's connecting to like another
Well,
island
see, like with the
that's
biome,
ruined, fallen apart,
what they could
whatever.
do is they've got like all the different sizes of islands. So they've got the big with the little and all that. Some of the little ones could have, like I said, a bridge, like a
Yeah,
broken bridge hanging off that with like a thing. We could have a more reason for the phantoms. They could have a homeland in the end, and actually have like a phantom nest biome and stuff like that.
yeah.
They could totally do it. But as we're on the end cities, I say
I like them
I'm gonna
because
say
they're
A.
crazy. Yeah, yeah.
But then
I'm
that makes you think:
with
do we
that.
move the ship up? Because when you're end busting and you do a lot of end busting, what do you get more excited about? Seeing the end city,
I think you get more excited about the boat, but that's just purely because
the elytra?
the elytra's in it, and you
Yeah,
know that you'll
yeah.
be able to fly. However, the loot that you get in end cities is far, 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 far superior to that.
I've
Like
just
I've got full efficiency 5 equipment from just end cities.
do we
The
say
amount of
it
emeralds, diamonds you get.
potentially bridges up to S tier?
Yeah, because I think a lot of structures and buildings are just basic, but this seems to be sort of like based around the chorus plants that grow there. So like the cities grow as well.
I've just realised what we've missed in the ocean stuff. We missed the buried treasure.
Yeah, but that's not really in the ocean. I'd say that's more like
I,
beach.
I'm just gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna say F because it's not a structure. It is.
Yeah,
it's a part of
I
lore
agree.
with that, but it's just
It's an absolute pain to find as well.
sticking with the end theme that we did a minute ago. The end portal.
Red portal. Yeah.
That's not just the portal. That's obviously the whole.
Room
Yeah,
stronghold.
the stronghold.
Um,
I want to say
honestly,
I want to say it's near the
B or
top,
C.
but it's not because it is just such a ball ache. Once you're there, it takes forever to find the end portal. There's a lot of rooms, so I'd say it's mid tier. There's a lot of
I'd say B then. If you wanted to go higher, maybe B, but I'd put it at C. I think it's a really basic structure. I think some of the rooms go off to nowhere. You can be running around it for ages. There's no clear way to find, the end
yeah.
pot unless you just start mining
That
through
that
the
that
floor.
to me is like a good thing though as well. Like there's just so much variety of places you can go when you're in there.
The
But
libraries are interesting, but other than that, it's just spiral staircases and long corridors. and
loot's
some jail
loot's not
cells.
that great. You can't really make any
Yeah.
decent farms there. Lore-wise, is good. It's just a mess. Yeah, S.
Yeah.
C tier, C tier. Talking of a mess,
Mob spawn. F.
I'm gonna say I want to put an E.
Oh, actually, yeah, because it's got farmable quality. I think the room itself
The
terrible.
the room itself, but the ones again, lore and farms. That's two ticks you've got there.
Yeah, yeah. I'll boost it up to E.
Then let's go igloos. This is just the igloo on top, not the building underneath. It's hit or miss for me. I like it lore wise, but it's just I don't get excited when I find one.
I think maybe an E. Personally, I think it's because like they normally have like a redstone torch in it instead of an actual torch, so it doesn't melt. Right?
Yes,
And
yeah.
I think that's a. I just like that little thing.
As a structure on its own, it's kind of dead.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But then you have the room underneath it. I'm gonna say that's a D or a C. For people that
D
don't
for me.
people that don't know how to village cure, it is a really cool hidden like tutorial on how to cure villagers, which I really do like that. But as a structure,
Really?
as a structure, is it's kind of dead.
As a structure, actually, can we drop the igloo to F? Because if we're going just on structure,
Well, it's got lore.
it does. I guess it's one of those rare structure. You know what? Keep it in E because segueing into like the desert well, I
The
think
desert
that's an F.
Is
'Cause
there
it's just
isn't there
well,
isn't there a
you
chest under there?
barely see it.
Isn't there a chest under it that you can get loot?
I don't know. I swear that's like one of those weird theory things that I've heard about, but never actually checked because you rarely see the desert wells.
Now, I want to boost this up for 1.20 because it might happen, it might not. But with the archaeologist side, is that going to affect the well stuff, or is it just mainly going to be affecting the? So we just base it off what we know.
What we know, yeah. I
Because
think it's too rare. It's just a well in the desert. There's nothing significant when you come across it. You go, oh, a well.
this
You
might
don't want to do
this
it, you
might be
just
controversial, and I know I say this a lot, but E tier for the desert temple. It's a nice structure. It has lore, but the loot's crap. It's kind of dead. You find it, you're like, well, I don't really care.
I'd say D purely because there's that TNT trap, and if it's like your first time playing, or you're just rushing through it and you mine down into the
Yeah.
ground,
If
you might fall
if
on
the
it. You
archaeologist
explode.
stuff
Oh no!
happens to affect this, then I would boost it up because obviously that'd be another like
Yeah.
level. But
To be fair, now that I'm thinking about it, what gives away? What says mine down in the middle of the ground? Nothing does.
no, it just
If you just came across it, E tier actually. Yeah, I'm agreeing with your original.
then we've got the jungle. This is the jungle temple. I'm gonna say, out of all the temples, it is the deadest
It's the
temple.
best, yeah. I think it's the best
Oh, you
design
think it's the
temple.
okay? See, I
There's
was
traps,
thinking
there's
E.
pistons, there's hidden rooms.
I suppose again, it's one of the things. So with like the
You don't come across it as much
with
because I
the
think you spend more time in deserts. You come across the pyramids more often, and I think the jungle temples are rarer. You don't tend to spend much time in jungles anyways. But I
yeah.
think it's better designed. It's very sort of like
So we're saying
based around Aztec or
C.
Mayan. Yeah.
The
And
only
it's an
reason I say
introduction
it's dead
to
is because
traps
you
and
go there,
tripwire hooks, and
the loot is bad,
the loot's terrible, yeah.
but then
Loot-wise, but as a structure,
same with
I
like
like
the villager trader is a hidden tutorial. It's a little tutorial on Redstone. Now I'm sure we all can agree with this. The pillager outpost
yeah,
is a B tier
yeah, yeah.
because it is a really nice structure
Yeah. It's a.
and it's got
This
variety.
is purely on structure. Loot-wise, it'd be below F,
Oh yeah,
in
it's
my opinion.
non-existent. Shouldn't be there. But no, as you say that, where can you find allies?
Ah, yeah. I'll keep it in B though. That gives it the only reason.
But then
Being
it's
there.
a good way of if you do want to find a captain to start a raid, easiest place to find it
Yeah.
is there.
That still keeps it as a B for me. I don't think it's anything
It's
more than
got lore and it's got variety as well. That again, the variety of things changes a lot for me. I'm
Yeah.
I'm still saying it's a B because it's got to be something special for these two.
I still think it's well designed though.
Oh, it is. It is a really nice build. I think it's probably one of my favorite builds
that are naturally generated. Yeah.
Yeah. Now going from one of my favorite to probably one of my least favorite, The Witch's Hut.
Yeah, that's a
I'm gonna say a D.
D.
It's got farmable. It has a farm use. You can make a witch's farm.
Yeah. Yeah, true. But that's like a complicated farm to make.
It's got lore, but it's ugly. Actually,
I'd keep it E.
yeah, E, because there's no loot there. When you go there, it's what? Maybe
The
a
only
cauldron.
reason I'd personally keep it in E is because that's where you can find like black cats. The structure itself, below F. Not worth rating.
Now, with the next one, do we put all villagers under one, or do you think they need to be separate?
Separate. Definitely
Okay,
separate.
desert. S tier.
S tier, yeah.
Thank
Completely
you.
agree. Yeah.
The boring default village. I want to say mid because it is just
D?
I could go with D. I could have the
D.
D. The acacia. Now I really like the acacia. I'm not saying it's S tier. I'm going more like B.
Yeah. That's exactly where I've put it.
Because the buildings in there, like there is a lot more variety in buildings in there.
Yeah.
Then we've got the spruce. And again, I'm gonna say B.
Yeah. Spruce. I'd keep actually A. If acacia's B, spruce I'd keep as A. Because there's some interesting structures in like spruce.
Yeah, I can go with that actually.
Dark oak. Well, it's not dark oak, is it? That's the one that you find in like
Stripped.
frozen biomes.
I want to say that's a C.
C.
Yeah. It's kind of mid to me.
Yeah.
Where like these two stand out. I'm kind of excited when I see these, but there's some just like okay, because like here you get banners and stuff like that. This is.
You know what? Yeah, I'll agree with you. Yeah, acacia is better.
Let's crack out the fossils, the mossy stone, and the geodes. Then we've got the default normal mine shafts. I want to say it's B.
B.
Like as a structure itself, it's kind of boring, but you can find good loot there. It has a good backstory, good lore.
I'd say C. Just because of how often you find them.
Yeah, they are kind of common, aren't they?
I'll join you on B actually, because they have added stuff to them recently, haven't they?
Have
Where
they?
like if they go over like ravines, they'll have like logs going down to the ground. So they have actually
and chains. So like big chasms, they have chains hanging off. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
What did we say? B, wasn't it?
Yeah. That's actually one of the few things that they've actually gone back and like changed.
What biome is this one in? The terracotta biome.
Yeah. I'd C or D.
I'd say C. Actually, no, yeah, C. Just because it's not as good as the original one, but I like when you're flying over and you see that, it's kind of a nice surprise, and you get like, yeah, I like it. I hope you agree with me with this. I think this is E tier, the manor.
Yeah. I was hoping you were going to say low. As a structure, it's terrible.
I would say F, but it's the size. The size brings it up to an E for me.
Not even the size. It's just I can't rank it the same place that I've ranked the bloody mossy cobble pebble thing.
Yeah, it's fair. These are kind of like
it has to be E.
These shouldn't even be on the list, in my opinion. They're like
I feel like the underwater temple thing has to be one up, but like we didn't know what it was at all, so there's no point in it.
Yeah, the fact that we had to search it before even starting the video. Now I'm sure I can guess which one you're gonna put this last one in, but the ancient cities.
A.
Oh, okay. I was gonna go S.
Yeah. I think they're dark. They're a bit too dark. If you want to properly explore them,
see, I like that.
You need to bring in potions.
I like that.
To be fair, I am talking about it, and the more I'm talking about it, the more I'm thinking it should be an S.
So for me, it's an S. So it's got good loot. It's got cool blocks variants that are in there. There's multiple versions of like the deep dark that you can find, ancient city wise.
Yeah.
And there's redstone tutorials in there. Again, And there's obviously lore that ticks every single box. Like you can make farms there as well. That ticks every box for me.
And it feels like its own game mode as well. Like if you go there, you have to sneak, you have to be quiet.
And then you see that big portal in the middle that could potentially be a future update for another dimension. Maybe. Probably not. But
probably not.
There's like things about like you'd be like, okay, what's gonna happen next? Like I love, and I haven't explored many of these, but I love exploring them.
Yes, definitely. Is there anything we want to change?
I'm looking at it, and I kind of want to move the end ship
up one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
Because if we put the boat, the end ship surely should be there.
Yeah, I felt it was a bit weird that it was down an extra one. I think structure-wise, they're similar. One's a flying boat, one's in the ocean. I think if you think about it, the ocean monument is the big thing in the ocean. The end city is the big thing in the end.
Yeah. Okay, I can respect
is
this.
The big thing underground. I guess bastions would be the big thing in the Nether, but they just don't really live up to either of them.
I feel like as well, we're being really mean to the stronghold. I feel like that should be up to B. Because there is a lot of.
There is. I hate the stronghold though. Like the amount of times I've gone
going
in there,
but it's
and as a structure, it's one of those underground structures. It's very blocky from the outside. It's just really basic. It's early game Minecraft structure that hasn't been updated.
It's such a really
even
hard
just
one.
a slight tweak.
Yeah.
Like they changed the mine shafts when the updates came out. They could have updated the stronghold to some degree. They've changed villages.
Yeah.
That they can tweak things. We know they can, and they just haven't.
Realistic.
No, you have to like dig your way down, or like try and find a cave that like breaks into it.
Like the mine shafts, that they would be in an A or an S if they came in villages, and there was like
an entrance down to them
into it. Same with this.
Yeah.
Like this could have a structure on top, like the jungle temple.
Yeah, or something to take you down if you can find it.
Which would be cool.
Like obviously, the pearl's going to take you to where the portal is, so you might have to look around near where the pearl goes into the ground. I'm
not saying every single one needs it, but like have that chance that you could find something. Every single one, no matter how long I've played on the server or a world,
I'll still go to it.
I'll go to it. Then I'll go and do the buried treasure. Which, if the buried treasure was a structure, that would be higher. But it's just a chest.
Yeah, they have suspicious stewing as well, so you get like weird effects from them.
And
you've got your maps. It gives you a fun little thing to find the buried treasure, which is on F because it's terrible.
You get moss from it.
Yeah,
but I'm happy with that. We're locking it in. Done.
Yeah.
There you go, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.